Thank you, everyone. It's a blessed night. Today, I want us to discuss about few things about being a boy child. Right now, in our community, being a man or being a father is one of the most difficult things that every boy child or every man is suffering to be, because nowadays everybody, like everybody or each woman, I guess every woman, they are trying to sustain their family. So, and if being a man is very difficult. It is not like in our eras, in the eras of our grandfathers, where being a father or being a man was very easy. It's just going to fetch food, yeah, fetch food, sex, and all over. So, but right now, being a boy child is something very difficult, and I think, like me myself, we need to come together like men, and we discuss those ideas that are trying, those things that will help us to be seen as man. Right now, having a wife who is respecting you in the house is very difficult, because she sees, even if you don't provide, she will provide. Even if you don't care, she will care. Nowadays, they pay the rent, they buy their own vehicles, they build their own house, they buy their own plots. So they are their own bosses. So right now, being the man of the family is very difficult. And so my question was, and my thinking was, how should we do as men or as boy child or as fathers, so that our child, we raise our child, our coming generation, like they have that power of feeling themselves they are man. Because right now, feeling yourself you are man and you can walk purposely and working like you have done something in the community, it's very difficult. And that's why we see in our community that 70% of our young men, they are drop themselves in drug abuse, some of them in crime. So, and I think like in few years to come, we'll have no men in our generation. So, and I was trying to think, what should we do? Because being a man or being a boy child right now is very hard, very, very, very difficult. Because you see, your father, your father married to your mother. After a few years, he lacks peace, he lack peace. He deserves himself to disappear, and you are raised in a mother's condition that you have to follow what your mother is doing. And being that man with that energy who is raised by your father, you lack that pride of being a son of a father. So, and you see, like most in our community, that most of our boys, they are raised by the single mothers. So, and after all, they become the men to provide for the community. They are not feel and they are not prepared to be that man. So, and we have to keep blaming our men that, our young men, they are going to the alcohol, they have done this. So, as the community, we need to solve this problem by starting preparing or start reconciling our community to raise good boy child, because for the community, even to the government, they have gone far from the boy child. And that's why you find, if a boy child will be catched with a girl and they are the same age, a man will be jailed and the girl will be kept free for his life. I don't think that is fair. So, and we have to think about being the government, being the community. It's all about raising the boy child who will lead our nation, or lead our community, or lead our family where it's supposed to be. Because nowadays, it's very difficult. Even me being a man, I feel like I wish I was born being a girl, but I'm very happy for being a man, because struggling as a man is something which is very interesting. So if you have to make something, you feel, yeah, I have make it. So, and you feel like I've done something. So I feel I need to do something. So I need us, like the community, the government, social work, social networking, we start thinking about social manipulating the boy child and empowering him, so that we can raise something which will benefit us. Because when I think about the life of a boy child, it's all about, and I think the boy child, where we are going, the boy child will have no say in this world. So we have to start raising our voice like men's. And please, I want us to say this: don't worry how people they will say, but start raising yourself from the community, that you have to do something from that community. So, and you start believing ourselves that we can make it, even if they disgrace us, that we are not enough to be with them. It's all about, we have to live and force ourselves to that thing of being that community, being that man of the community who leads the community, because it's very painful for the background that we are living nowadays. I remember we had a conversation with my dad, and I tried to ask her, Dad, what is the purpose of a son or of a boy child in our life that we are living? And the answer was very simple. You have to believe in yourself that you'll make it in life, and you have to believe that you can guard them, you can provide them, and you are the power of the community. So if you believe they're the power of the community, so they don't need to believe you, and you have to do things by deeds, not by saying. Because when you have to say, like, you have to say nothing and say I do it, and you don't do it, they just call you like he has no power. But being a boy child actually is very difficult. And please, if anybody who is in the government right now, I'm urging everyone to listen to me. Start raising that fad. Stop raising about only women. So if you empower more about women, it's about all women group and all things about women fads, you are depleting the power of a man. And we can't live in this world without men. And before God created a woman, he started by creating a man. And that means without a man, there is nothing we can do. So, and that's why without a father in the house, there must be insecurity that's leading the community. There must be insecurity that's leading the child. There must be insecurity that's leading the mother. So, if anybody catch my video, I'm asking, and I'm asking, please, our government, our government should raise and should think about the boy child. And the other thing, if there is any boy child who is in the jail and he is innocent, please, let's make it clear so that we can make our country pure. Because I believe it's not all of those men who are in prison that they did something wrong. Most of them, they have nothing they did just to be in that prison. And I believe the government that we are is for justice. So we have to do something for the community. We have to do something for the men that we are raising today nowadays. Because the life of a man, you provide for the family, you cater for the family. The life is very difficult, as what most of us we are saying, because there is others who they don't have anything to say. But today, I want us to give time for the government who is working. But please, 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 if we have to do something for the family, if we have to do something for the boy child, to raise a new boy child, to raise a man who will provide for the family, not for the family, for the country, it will be better. And That's all what I think about we should do.